Hello, Leo. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a weekly psychic tarot reading for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are welcome. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If this reading does not resonate, you might want to try your other placements. Or if this reading resonates, you might want to also try your other placements for further information. So, Leo, let's get to your reading. All right, Leo, in the past, we've got the Hermit card. It looks like you were purposefully isolating to find your own answers. It feels like this was very related to consciousness, going within, no longer seeking so much approval from outside. I heard no longer seeking approval from the peanut gallery. So it feels like in the past you were seeking approval from people who were determined to, who are peanuts, who are just aren't capable of really seeing you, of supporting you, not in the vibration that they're in. And it feels like you gave away a lot of your power in the past to try to get others' approval and centered others and even strangers. How they might feel about you was more important than how you feel about yourself. Feels like this is how you were raised. So if everybody's concerned about their ego and how they're being perceived in the storyline, then it makes it very difficult to overcome obstacles with the Chariot in reverse. I think you had quite a period of time of stuck, unable to overcome obstacles. It feels like things got harder and harder. Things that used to be very easy, it feels like you're exhausted, you're depleted. It's hard to get anything accomplished before you started shifting your vibration. So it looks like at some point, again, I'm getting kind of turning away from others, kind of focusing on you. Focusing on, how do I fill my own cup? How do I love myself? Feels like you're going to the root, the source within, to find that stream, that spring within you, instead of seeking energy from others and approval to try to fill some type of hole within. It's like I'm realizing I need to heal and fill that hole myself. Otherwise, it's a need. I have so many unmet needs that it's hard to function. Yeah, and so it feels like there are people in your past around you who don't want you to overcome obstacles. They don't want you to have success. They don't want a level of success, but not above them. This is a very controlling and manipulative energy. They don't love you as a free being and in a free expression. They love that they can control you. And in the past, it looks like you were maybe a little easily manipulated, through your wounds, through your emotions. It looks like people can activate and trigger, can poke buttons and get you in your emotions, and feels like that's a strategy of the people in your past, really getting you in your emotions so you're distracted, so you refocus. It feels like when you get a bead on some type of wrongdoing on their part, they wound you. If you're not doing something the way they want you to, they wound you and get you in your emotions, and it looks like it creates that woundedness and insecurity and instability. And by reacting in your emotions, then they could point at you and see like, oh my gosh, you're so out of control. They know that they're doing this on purpose to make you feel insecure. But it looks like in the past you started healing that your wounds, so you become less you become less reactive. You become less able to emotionally manipulate. It feels like someone at some point goes in because you're too close, you're too honest, you're seeing things the way from a true standpoint, and they need you to see it from their vantage point, which is the only vantage point from their perspective. So they go in to push a button of yours, and I feel like you're like, yeah, you try to wound me. It feels like you're not, they're pushing at that wound, which normally would get you in your emotions, and maybe for days or weeks, to get you off the scent of truth and think that you're the problem. But at some point it feels like they try that and it doesn't work. I love that. Okay. All right, Leo. In present energy, we've got the Muse of Material. So it looks like you are on a new timeline. You're very inspired. Feels like you're getting very clear consciously about what you want moving forward, who you want to be on your path, and what you would like to experience on your path. I'm getting some of you might be experiencing a little bit of lack right now from what you've come through. So inviting to co-create this path with the universe, with source, with your guides, this or something better. Always remember to invite this or something better. Remember that it's not your job to say when you need this, or how it's going to be done, how or when. And remember, when you're manifesting consciously, to leave everybody out of it. This is for you. When you consciously manifest, you are manifesting for yourself. What type of experiences would you like to experience? If they are experiences with others, like being in a romantic relationship or in friendships, you don't add anyone's names. You don't want to take away anyone's control, anyone's freedom of choice. So it's when you consciously manifest, just manifest for yourself. I'd like to experience love. What type of love is get as specific as you can without who it has to be or how it happens or when it happens, and feeling it like it's happening now. Appreciate it, because if you're in yearning, then that's the relationship you will have. I don't have it, and you're constantly in that relationship that you manifest. You'll manifest yearning. So you want to manifest a relationship like you already have it. One way to do that is, I love my life. I love the journey. I love me. I love right where I'm at, and I love where I'm headed. It looks like you're letting go of a timeline of where there's a lot of mother wound. It looks like, Leo, at this present time, this timeline that you're consciously manifesting does not include these neglect, abandonment, a lack of nurturing, a lack of abundance, a lack of care, a lack of love. Yeah, it looks like you are focusing this path towards your soul fulfillment. There's definitely a fork in the road here. The woundedness that you've been used to, or your soul fulfillment. It feels like there's a choice. Feels like we're at a choice point here. Which direction would you prefer to go? You know, the decision is not outside of you. It's no one else's decision. This is an internal choice for you. So exciting. All right, Leo, what's hidden this week is the 5 of emotions, 5 of cups. So some grief. As you make a choice of what direction you're going to go, you are letting go of a timeline so people, situations, there's a grieving. You're letting go of a version of you that's wounded and unhealed and in victim mentality. Maybe for some of you in a revenge type of energy as well. It's like what's hidden is you have to let go of an old storyline. And it's okay if it brings up complex feelings and emotions that are complex, are mixed. I'm happy. I want to go towards my blessings, but I have a lot of grief, resentment coming up, resentment that things didn't go the way I wanted them to go, grief and sadness. Some of this grief and sadness that's coming up is coming up because you suppressed it. It's okay to feel it and let it flow through you and release it. So it feels like that's very important, to release what's coming up. Feel it. And as you feel it, burn through that energy, maybe burn through by exercising, dance, singing, screaming, maybe into a pillow. Somehow give this emotion some type of expression, a vehicle of expression, artistic, some type of voice, some type of energetic release other than intellectualizing that, I am feeling this emotion and I'm going to wait until it dissipates. Emotions are meant to be felt. They're down here. And so it feels like some of you are trying to not feel and just intellectualize. All right. Any other messages for Leo in what's hidden. It looks like you're taking action. It's like I'm letting go of sadness. I'm letting go of uncertainty. I'm letting go of anyone and anything that isn't for my highest and greatest good. It looks like you've got the support of the universe. It feels like you're focusing on yourself. You've got some clarity coming in and you have some options. You're ending a very painful cycle and you're stepping into the possibility of incredible independence. Doing things in a way that, you're grieving a version of you that's codependent, depending on others. I need others. I don't think I can get my needs met by myself. And you're going through this process. It feels very internal, and you're coming out the other side powerful, empowered, independent, abundant, capable. And it feels like this is hidden. Not only is it in the hidden area, but I'm getting that you're keeping this kind of on the DL, just this process. Wow, very empowering. Wow. All right, Leo. The advice this week is the star. Yes. So it looks like you're stepping into Aquarius energy. You're really embracing the weird in you and allowing the birth of more things that are you. And as you become more and more yourself, then the people can find you, your weird friends, that Aquarian independent energy. It looks like you're also stepping into stardom. And here you go, you show up to your own reading, the Strength card. You're looking back at what used to be so fearful, and it feels like from this vantage point, you are strong, you are powerful, and you're facing what has been keeping you stuck, what has been keeping you codependent and in fear and in pain and in a chronic cycle. Wow, what an empowering! I feel so empowered to so it feels like you're building some momentum, Leo, of just like building a head of steam towards the you would prefer and the timeline you would prefer as well. All right, an oracle card for advice is hummingbird, joy, lighten up. These are some dense energies. When you release, when you let go of something, when you let go of someone, whether you're in a meditation, whenever we release energy, release what no longer serves us, let go of something, remember to fill in with what you would prefer. Fill in with light, fill in with your own energy. So whenever you let go of a belief, fill it in with what you would prefer. And it looks like having some fun. I'm not going to wait until I get to what I want and then I'll be happy. It feels like you have to cultivate the joy along the way. For some of you, lighten up might be you're being serious. Serious energy keeps you very stuck. And so even just lightening up a little and have a little giggle, make a joke about it, feel your energy kind of like rise so you can release some more. So anyway, remember, it feels like remembering why you're doing this. It feels like why you're doing this is for joy in the end, the experience of joy. And yeah, and stepping into your stardom. Very Leo, very, very Leo energy. Stepping into being the star. It feels like you're stepping into stardom from a very internal space, knowing that you belong there. You're not trying to become a star from your ego. This is an internal light that you're turning on. Wow. Wow, wow. All right, Leo, that's your reading. I hope that was helpful. Have a great week.